OG Bloodline member to reunite with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso by leaving his family member, exploring the possibility. Dear loves, welcome to WWE Family Show. Please do subscribe my YouTube channel. It seems that the original Bloodline is gradually being revived following Roman Reigns' return to WWE. Jey Uso is currently on the OTC's good side, and the two now have each other's backs on Raw. That said, there's a strong possibility that Jey Uso might also move to the Red brand and reunite with the duo. Reigns made his return to the promotion on last week's episode of Raw and came to the aid of Jey alongside CM Punk during a brutal assault by Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. The Yeet Master returned the favor this week by saving the OTC from a beatdown at the hands of the heels, featuring a major reunion between the two OG Bloodline members. Meanwhile, Jey Uso and Jacob Fatu have been going toe-to-toe with Solo Sikoa and his MFT on SmackDown. With a plethora of possibilities open, Jimmy could move to Raw and reunite with Jey and Reigns, leaving only the Samoan Werewolf to handle Solo and his crew on the Blue brand. While the above angle might sound promising, it is speculative at this point. Fans will have to wait to see what happens next on the show. Roman Reigns hasn't held any title since losing the undisputed WWE Championship to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania XL. Now that he is back, he may be secretly planning to secure gold soon. During an in-ring promo on the latest episode of Raw, Paul Heyman offered Reigns the headship of his group to replace Seth Rollins, who is out with a knee injury. Despite initially turning down the offer, the OTC may reconsider and accept the proposal. If this happens, Roman Reigns could take the Money in the Bank contract and cash in on John Cena before his match against Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam 2025 to become the new undisputed WWE champion. He would then defend the title against the American Nightmare at the biggest party of the summer. That said, this angle is hypothetical as of the time of writing. It remains to be seen what surprises Triple H has for the WWE Universe. Bethel is a WWE writer at Sportskeeda Wrestling with a bachelor's degree from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. He has also attended a virtual school where he was certified in effective communication in English. His grasp of the language and his utmost dedication to researching and verifying information help him ensure he is unbiased, practical, and non-judgmental as he writes about the world of pro wrestling. When he looks back at how he got hooked onto WWE, Bethel particularly recalls WrestleMania 30 in 2014. Here, he saw and became an avid supporter of Roman Reigns for his courage and boldness. However, his all-time favorite is WWE Hall of Famer Stone Cold Steve Austin because of his rebellious ways and how he would thumb his nose at authority. All of this has led Bethel to work for multiple institutions. He quickly learns the content guidelines and completes his and the company's targets effortlessly. One of the highlights of his career was covering WrestleMania 41 in 2025. The Anoa'i family has been a staple of professional wrestling for years, giving us legendary names such as Rikishi, Umaga, the Usos, Roman Reigns, and the legendary Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. These superstars have ruled WWE storylines, headlined WrestleMania, and determined the future of the business. However, in terms of non-wrestling related financial earnings, who is the richest of them all, The Rock, Roman Reigns, or Jey Uso? According to sources like Celebrity Net Worth and SI, with the return of Dwayne Johnson, The Rock went on to become one of the most bankable stars ever in Hollywood, earning over $100 million a year in blockbuster films such as Jumanji, Black Adam, and Red Notice since leaving wrestling full-time. However, a lot of his financial growth has also come from his business, according to CNBC and Fortune. As the co-founder of the billion-dollar Terramana Tequila and a big stakeholder of the United Football League UFL Wrestling Inc., reports that TKO Group, WWE UFC's parent company, credited him with over 96,000 restricted stock units in 2024 as a member of its board. His Project Rock brand lines have earned hundreds of millions, along with his production house, 7 Bucks Productions, which has made him a financial mover and shaker outside of the wrestling squared circle. According to Celebrity Net Worth and The Playoffs, Roman Reigns has a net worth of between $14 million and $24.5 million. Reigns, who has been dubbed the Tribal Chief and the face of WWE for the past 9 years, is said to have a guaranteed salary of $5 million per year, as well as separate earnings through merchandise sales, royalties, and appearances. Aside from his music career, he also promotes brands such as C4 Energy, Nike, Shady Rays, and WWE 2K, and appeared in a small role in Fast Furious Presents Hobbs Shaw. On the other hand, Jey Uso, who became favored after his breakout from the Bloodline storyline, has a much smaller net worth. According to Celebrity Net Worth, his net worth is expected to be around $3 million in 2025. We can't ignore that the salaries for his WWE, rumored to be based $300,000 plus, but aided by bonuses that can reach six-figure neighborhoods of seven figures, and endorsement with companies like Papa John's, Slim Jim Industry, and Cash App are all checks he's cashing without even considering his drawing power. Suffice it to say, and as several reputable financial and sports outlets have reported on the record, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is miles ahead of any other wrestler in the Anoa'i family. Roman Reigns and wrestling-wise Jey Uso are making terrific money, but The Rock has graduated to a whole other wealth sky of his own, via mass media entertainment, sports, business, and big brand endorsement deals. The net worth of The Rock is enough to not only give him the #1 spot in the Anoa'i family tree, but also put him among the richest entertainers in the world, with an empire comprising tequila, movies, apparel, and ownership in billion-dollar. Roman Reigns has reached a big personal milestone. The WWE superstar and his wife Galina Becker have welcomed their sixth child to their family. The news came out hot from Kwanda of the recent wrestling session, eliciting no negative reactions from fans, much like the rumors surrounding. Just a few weeks after the brand owned by the WWE, Reigns returned to WWE. As always, the couple is private about their family life, and this time is no different. Reigns and Galina, who also share a daughter Joelle and 2 sets of twin boys, have welcomed another baby. While the name and gender have not been revealed yet, a recent Kwanda session confirmed the news, which included reliable WWE insiders. Roman Reigns was removed from the WWE setup shortly after WrestleMania 41, having been informally taken out by his assailants, Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker, in an attack post-WrestleMania 41 during a storyline. Even though his absence makes sense for the storyline, it's worth noting that many sources have hinted that Reigns is partly doing this to spend time with his family and personal life, as the newest member of the Anoa'i household just recently made the addition. This happened months after Reigns had been absent from the ring, but he still is a big topic of conversation in WWE. His merch remains top-notch, and sources have indicated that his comeback is being plotted in the background. There have been internal WWE meetings where creative routes and concepts were discussed for his return. So clearly, the Tribal Chief will be brought back as a major player. Sources in the industry say SummerSlam in August is the most likely place for Reigns to come back. According to the same report, WWE is working on some new branding assets for him, a possible character transformation. Whatever this comeback consists of, it could be all that comes back that can see a battle with any of the Bloodline members. Perhaps a high-stakes skirmish including Solo Sikoa or Jimmy Uso, or could also just resemble his previous face-off with Seth Rollins before. Right now, though, Reigns seems to be reveling in fatherhood, all 6 of them away from the chaos of the ring. However, as WWE's biggest summer spectacle looms, it seems only a matter of time before the return of the Tribal Chief, and what could be an era-defining one.